Guys, you have to see this. Ripple legal officer fires back at SEC, sparks debate. Director Gruel asserts that the crypto enforcement unit performs with integrity, but he disregards the fines imposed by the debt box for gross abuse of power, the reprimand issued by the Ripple judge for a lack of loyal allegiance to the law, and the finding that was deemed arbitrary and capricious in the Grayscale case. Alderoty brought attention to the significant ruling regarding the programmatic sales of XRP in July 2023, stating, on the substance, he quotes one portion of the Ripple ruling, but he ignores the fact that the SEC lost or abandoned up on most of its allegations in the case, including the court's rejection of the SEC's assertion that XRP was in and of itself a security. The author writes, before coming to a conclusion, Alderoty focused on the method taken by the SEC to provide regulatory guidelines and the manner in which it created confusion. If this agency truly intends to heal the institutional damage that has been perpetrated both on itself and on the industry over the course of the past many years as a result of this misguided war on cryptocurrency, then it must get down from its soapbox and acknowledge the truths that have been revealed. Frustration existed throughout the cryptocurrency community in the United States, as evidenced by the targeted statements about the SEC. It is possible for the SEC to regulate through compliance because there is no crypto regulatory framework in the United States. Of significant importance is the fact that the SEC is allowed to take legal action against cryptocurrency companies since there are no acceptable rules beyond the Howey test. In spite of the growing scrutiny from the judiciary regarding the SEC, lawmakers in the United States stayed silent. An attempted follow-up to a letter that was co-signed and sent to Gary Gensler, chair of the SEC, has not been received. In response to the court ruling that was issued in the case of SEC versus Debtbox, Senator Cynthia Lummis co-signed a letter that was addressed to SEC Chair Gensler. In the letter, she threatened to oversee SEC enforcement actions. The allegations that the Securities and Exchange Commission had brought against Debtbox were dismissed by Judge Robert Shelby in March. After being instructed by Judge Shelby to provide an explanation as to why the court should not censure the Securities and Exchange Commission for making false and misleading representations to the courts, the SEC was able to file the motion to dismiss. The announcement that the Office of Inspector General is probing accusations of crypto conflicts of interest inside the Securities and Exchange Commission was likewise met with no response from lawmakers in the United States. It is possible that lawmakers will be compelled to take action based on the findings of the investigation conducted by the Inspector General and other actions taken by Judge Shelby. In an official statement, Bill Morgan explains how the court's decision on XRP sales affects XRP security. The ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the SEC has taken an unexpected. According to Morgan's argument, there has been a significant misunderstanding. But if you want to know more about Morgan's views and how they might impact the cryptocurrency market as a whole, you should read his response to Stark's claims when he learned about the accusations made by John Reed. This is all thanks to the entry of Bill Morgan, a well-known attorney and crypto enthusiast. The discussion went on after Stark, a former SEC director, joined the group. Ark argued that the court overseeing the Coinbase case had a fundamental difference of opinion with Court Torres's ruling, which implied that XRP secondary transactions might be viewed as investment contracts or unregistered securities. Yes, I am aware that this is a reasonable point, and I respectfully disagree with the judge's comment, but I was expecting this argument to arise. According to Torres, the issue of secondary sales was improperly brought before the court in a brief period. Morgan denied Stark's claim, saying it was false. He pointed out that Stark hadn't disclosed anything about XRP sales on the secondary market, which led Morgan to question the basis for Phila's disagreement. The argument escalated when an attorney named Mark Fagel cast doubt on the viability of token sales through exchanges meeting the strict Howey criteria established by the Tories, casting doubt on Morgan's position. Morgan disagreed with Fagel's assessment and said that Tories not only focuses on Ripple's programmatic sales, a subset that was specified by the SEC, bringing emphasis to Tor's decision that these programmatic sales did not match the standards necessary for investment contracts. He stressed Tor's discernment. Going on, Morgan clarified that while he did not see any major evidence of widespread dispersion, he did acknowledge Ripple's intentional promotion of XRP to institutional investors. He stated that similar detailed findings cannot be extended to other cryptocurrencies without discrimination using Solana As an example to illustrate his claim, the Hohe test is much more complicated than it appears, Morgan said that the decision made by Torres involving programmatic XRP sales necessarily mean that all sales of cryptocurrencies on the secondary market cannot be considered investment contracts. He made it clear that the test was fact-specific and verified that the results of Torres do not necessarily disprove the probability in all cases. Based on his thorough examination, Morgan concluded that the SEC had less chance of succeeding in its appeal because the Torres findings were based on undisputed material. In July 2023, a decision was made that was seen as a landmark in the cryptocurrency industry. XRP was classified as a non-security in secondary market dealings. However, recent events have cast doubt on this decision, raising questions about XRP's regulatory position. According to his expert view, the chances of properly appealing this decision were extremely low. Already, Ripple and its investors are on edge because federal judges are reevaluating the applicability of basic legal norms. This is a more in-depth look at the current situation, but it's a remarkable turn of events that two federal courts have shown doubt about the validity of designating XRP as a non-security. The Hohe test is now being reviewed, which raises the potential that XRP might be classified as an unregistered security. Judge Torres's understanding of the Hohe test has been questioned by Charles Gasparino. In prominent journalist and XRP specialist, two federal judges, one of whom is thought of as the dean of corporate law, have been involved in this, and it has raised the prospect that Judge Torres's ruling could be reversed. The reasoning behind Judge Torres's Ripple ruling is so illogical that it cannot be used as a precedent. As a result, federal judges are currently investigating Ripple and are scrutinizing the application of the Hohe test, which is crucial for determining whether an asset is a security. Court Rockoff has scorned such arguments. Even while XRP backer Bill Morgan remains skeptical, the potential reclassification of the cryptocurrency would be troublesome for Ripple and its stakeholders if this legal norm is deemed unlawful. Despite Gasparino's alarming claims, Morgan is calling them into question and demanding evidence of judicial skepticism. Despite the numerous regulatory hurdles, large-scale XRP holders, often referred to as in the industry, are flocking to buy more XRP, a sign of their confidence in the cryptocurrency's future price fluctuations. However, the price of XRP remained relatively stable for over a year, testing the patience of investors and casting doubt on market predictions. The examination of costs, although it is contingent on market circumstances overall, analysts forecast a recovery towards the year-to-date peak of 7,400. Technically speaking, the price of XRP is presently hovering above the critical 60 cents line, and encouraging signals are hinting that a potential recovery may be on the horizon. However, there is a real chance that things could go wrong, and that includes the price falling below important support levels. This illustrates how vulnerable the markets are, the issues with the law, despite stakeholders' hopes for a price resurgence. XRP's future remains fraught with challenges. An idea that called for Ripple to contribute most of the tokens kept in escrow to another organization was met with resistance from chief technologist David Schwartz. That's all for now.